I am today going to talk about how do I do the networking in person. Here's what I do whenever I go on networking in person. There are so many people from different industry. It's kind of nerve-wracking. You kind of feel like, why did I come in here? Why did I sign up for? And that's actually one of the scary part, meeting new people and how do you strike off the conversations and stuff like that. So as a job seeker, what I started to learn is if you don't know how to strike the conversations and if you don't know how to sell yourself, and you're not going to stand out in a crowd. So what I used to do is whenever I'm going to the networking person, number one is I would never ever sit on the same table as the same table where I know like my people, I know them. I would try to go and sit in a different table where I don't know them at all. So that forced me to know them and just getting to know them and getting to know the different line of business. That worked for me. And I would also break the gap by asking questions like the weirdest question, which is, hey, tell me about something that people don't really know, right? So, and then that strikes the conversations. Some people have gotten to me, and some people have talked to me about they do horse riding, or they do they read the horror books, they write the horror books and stuff like that. So it really comes out because people love to talk about themselves, right? And when they ask me what is it that people really don't know about me, and it could potentially come back as surprising thing I do, and I let them know that I check out horoscope and I read, and I also read palm, which is palmistry. And that way people get attention as well. So I get connections instantly as well. Then people would be like, hey, can you look at my palm? Like, can you read it? And stuff like that, right? It's nothing serious, but it just to strike that conversations. And I've done that. It helped me a lot to build the networks and connections instantly as well, right? And the second thing is I never hand out my card or visiting card. First of all, like when I was a job seeker, I didn't have a card, right? So, but there are a lot of people in the industry, they would carry a card around with them. So I would not ask for a card unless I have to. So what I would do is, hey, are you in LinkedIn? They would tell me like, yes, I am. And I would add them then and there. How simple is that? So, you're connected instantly right there, and you can always get back to them later on about your conversations, right? So second step is I always do that. I did that as a job seeker, and I still continue to do that as a businesswoman. That works for me. And the third thing is you want to make sure you know what they do, and if you can potentially collaborate in the future, or if they're a hiring manager, get to know them and get to know if they're trying to hire someone in future or anything like that. So networking is all about building the long-term, connections. So I have gotten far because of networking, because those people who I have met in conferences and just simple workshop, anything like that, or seminars, they're in touch with me. And that's how I started my job searching. I reach out to the people that I met from a networking event. I didn't reach out to the people from work that I was working with because they didn't have much network outside, but the people who were outside my work, they had bunch of networking group that, I started joining that as well. So that helped me a lot. So now again, 3 key points is do not sit with the people when you actually go for networking, and you want to get to know as many people as you want. And second thing is do not ever hand out the visiting card, because potentially that would be tossed away in garbage later on. So try to add them on a LinkedIn on the spot, and you have that connection right away. And third thing is you want to make sure you walk away with a lot of meaningful connections. It's not about number, but it's all about meaningful connections and getting to know them.